Good evening and welcome to everyone. Can you hear me? If you can, please, I'd like to know in the comment section. Kindly type a word or two that will let me know that you can hear me loud and clear. I'm waiting for a response. I need to see some excitement in the house tonight. Thank you. Okay, I see the response coming in. I see Ekelemchi Okafor. Okay, thank you very much. I need more response. I need about 2 more people to respond, then we go ahead. Thank you, Joyce. Thank you so much. More, please. At least one more or two, then we proceed. Come on, I need to see a little bit more excitement. Let's engage, people. Let's engage. Are we there? I'm sure we're excited. Let's show it. I just need to be sure that people can hear me. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Once again, a very good evening to everybody. It's a beautiful Sunday evening, and I'm sure that we've all had a splendid day. I mean, this is the grand finale. We are the grand finale of the 2021 Girls Learn and Lead Virtual Summit. It's been a ride. It's been a ride so far, from Friday to yesterday. Now to today, we are here, and I'm super excited to be here. And I'm sure that everybody is also excited to be here, especially because we know what we're expecting tonight. It's something that is very interesting and very captivating, and everyone, both young and old, male and female, is actually interested in tonight's topic. I am very expectant, and so far we have been blooming. I have been blooming. I hope you have been blooming, because like we know, the theme for this summit is Bloom Girl. So if you're not a girl here, you can just borrow it, maybe for on behalf of someone else. So I want us very quickly, before we become serious for tonight, with just one word, describe how you feel at the moment. In the comment section, I just want to see us react. How do you feel right now? How do you feel tonight? How do you feel about what we're about to learn, what we're about to share, what we're about to hear? Just one word about it. Just let me see it in the comment section. Some of you may be excited. Let me see it. Excited. If you're eager, let me see it. Wow, thank you, Ivory. Ecstatic. I need more response, guys. Please. We have a very wonderful package for you tonight. It's going to be very beneficial from now henceforth throughout your journey in life. I mean, I don't want to spoil the show for us now. So please, let's describe with one word. How do you feel? How do you feel right now? How do you feel about tonight's session? Or how do you feel generally? What are your expectations? Just in one word. I need us to engage, guys. One word in the comment section. I'm waiting. I need about 3 responses before I move on. Come on. Curious. Thank you. Onye Kende says she's curious. Thank you very much. I need more responses. I need more. Why are you curious? Someone says she's super duper ecstatic. Wow. I can feel the excitement now coming up. Yeah, I need more, guys. I need more. ecstatic, curious, super duper ecstatic. That's awesome. That's so awesome. I need more, especially if you've been joining in from day 1 and day 2. I mean, you should be very, very eager and, maybe not comfortable in your seat because you cannot just wait to download. I hope we have our writing materials with us. I hope we have our notepads and our biros ready to take down a lot of wisdom. I'm hoping that a lot more people will respond. Are you excited? Are you eager? Thrilled. Thank you, Phil. Phil said she's thrilled. Wow, wow, wow. I'm assuming that you joined in on day 1 and day 2. Thank you. Ecstatic, curious, super duper ecstatic and thrilled. Those are amazing, amazing emotions to feel right now, especially because the packet tonight is awesome. Okay, and I would like to ask another question. How many of us actually know the topic that we're going to focus on tonight? If you know, you can just type it in the comment section so that I'll even understand. Those of us that are curious and those of us that are thrilled, I'll actually know if you know why we are curious and why we are thrilled. What is the topic that we're expected to share tonight? In the comment section, you can just drop it. Smart money girl. Thank you, Phil. Phil said the smart money girl. I can see that this is someone that likes money because, just no. She already drops the word like smart money girl. Yay! We want money. This is a topic that is, it catches everybody's attention because who doesn't want money? Who doesn't like money? I want money and I don't want the money to finish. I think that's the idea behind the smart money, because people want money, people have money, but not everybody is able to make that money last or make that money work for them. That's why we are all here. We want to know how can we, the smart money girls, the smart money women, the smart money ladies. If you're a guy, well, find yourself somewhere. I said, honestly, I don't want the money to finish. Of course, nobody wants the money to finish. And that's why we're all gathered here tonight. And I'm sure that before the end, not even by the end, before the end of the seminar, a lot of us would have tips, a lot of us would have ideas. We'll see where we've been getting it wrong all along, and then we'll begin to align. So yes, like Phil said, we're looking at smart money girl tonight. And you know why I'm excited? Because the personality that we have taking us on this journey is a very, 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 very smart woman, and she has a very smart personality. In fact, everything about her is smart. By the time we introduce her and she shows her face, everybody will be like, oh. So sit back, relax, tighten your seat belt. We're looking at financial intelligence for financial freedom. Here we're going to learn about financial bondage. We're going to learn how to get out of financial bondage. A lot of people are in financial bondage, and how to manage our finances better and become smart money ladies. Can I see people actually make some noise in the comment section? Is it possible? I know that we have these emojis that shows excitement, or shows people shouting, or shows people clapping, or shows people dancing. Those are the kind of emojis I actually want to see in the comment section right now. So if you're feeling what I'm feeling, you will dance. Yes, I see Onyinye dancing. Somebody is actually dancing right now. That's so awesome. That's so awesome. Let me see more now. Somebody shouting, screaming, laughing, rolling on the floor. Everybody, should I start calling people's names out? The people I can see here. Where are my smart money women? Where are my smart money ladies? Where are my smart money giants? I don't see people down. Yeah, now I see people shouting and rolling on the floor laughing. Yes. Thank you, thank you very much. So I believe that we are all ready for tonight's session. Our speaker is also ready for the session. She came fully prepared. I would urge us all to pay keen attention, take notes when necessary. I mean, by the time I read her profile, you know that we are not here for jokes. We are not here for, I mean, we came for serious business. We came with our weapons to, gather the spoils tonight. Okay, so without further ado, I would like to go ahead and introduce our speaker for tonight very briefly. It's actually an honor to be moderating a session where she'll be taking, because this happens to be an area that I'm also very interested in. Likewise, a lot of us that are connected tonight. So I'm going to leave her name for the last. I'll just read her profile first, and then at the end of reading her profile, I'll call her name. Please, I would like all of us to encourage and show appreciation with our clap. I know that we cannot unmute ourselves to actually do the clap, but we can show that we are clapping and excited and, very, very appreciative of this personality by just showing that emoji on the chat box. Thank you. All right, so I'll go straight to it. She's an astute human resource practitioner with over 13 years hands-on experience in almost all areas of the practice, with passion for organizational learning and development. She's an alumnus of the School of African Microfinance, Mombasa, Kenya, East Africa, from where she specialized in talent management, governance, risks and regulation, delinquency management, and individual lending. She's also an alumnus of Boulder Institute of Microfinance, Turin, Italy. She is a certified expert in microfinance from Frankfurt, Germany, a certified microfinance banker of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria, CIBN, a licensed human resource personnel, an associate member of the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management in Nigeria, CIPM, a member of Society of Human Resource Management, USA, a volunteer committee member of SHRM, that's Society of Human Resource Management in US, and an associate member of Chartered Institute of Loan and Risk Management. Wow. She holds a bachelor's degree honor in accounting from Olabisi Onabanjo University, Ogun State, a master's in business administration in financial management from Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, popularly known as LAUTECH in Ogbomosho, and another MBA in human resource management from Abu Zaria. She's a talented young professional and a go-getter who has decided to broaden her knowledge in accounting at Oxford Brookes University, England. She's a student member of the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants in England, what we know as ACCA. She has attended several trainings and seminars. She is presently the country human resource manager of Baobab Microfinance Bank Nigeria, formerly Microfinance Bank Limited, a subsidiary of Baobab Holding, formerly Microcredit Holdings, based in Paris, France. She is also a member of the executive committee of Baobab Nigeria. She loves traveling, reading, swimming, shopping. She is happily married with 3 sons. Wow, I must say I felt a little bit intimidated reading this wonderful profile. In the beginning, I was just saying Germany, US, Italy, and I was like, okay. Then when I came down to Olabisi Onabanjo University, I started feeling at home. I don't know how many of you felt that way with me. I mean, amazing. So you can imagine the caliber of person that we have tonight to, take us. So everyone, get your emojis ready on the chat box, putting your hands together as we welcome the one and only. I need to see people clapping. I mean, I need to see you clapping first of all before I call her name. Join me as we welcome tonight the one, the only Okoko Priscilla Akachi, MCIB, ACIPM, HRPL, ACILRM. Wow, 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 wow. What an honor, what a privilege. Oh my God. Oh my God. Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you so much, Esther. I just pray that on the last day when Jesus comes, it will be all this, because when you went on and you were talking about, I was wondering, is it the same Priscilla we're talking about here?
Yeah.
So by the grace of God, on the last day, that's the most important. Good evening, everyone. I'm super excited to be here. I am super excited. Essie, thank you so much for a beautiful introduction, and thank you to everybody that has joined this evening. I'm hoping to have more sisters, more ladies, more daughters in the house, because this topic is something that I am passionate about. When Ivy called me or chatted me up and said, okay, she wants me to handle this topic, in my mind, I'm like, does she know what I really, really, really love? It's something that I truly, truly am passionate about, and I hope that the Holy Spirit will help me deliver this message to everyone tonight in the best possible way. And there will be changes in our financial capacities wherever we find ourselves at the moment. Okay, so just before I jump in, I wanted a very interactive class. And I'm hoping, I don't know how your data, Wi-Fi, whatever it is would be, but I'm hoping to have every single person here introduce himself or herself rather tonight. Just your name, you can be your first name, and one thing that is a catcher for you. What's your expectation tonight? I know Essie has said something similar, but let's cue it down to the topic for tonight. What, at the end of the meeting, I would ask you, because I'm going to be jotting your name and what you're expecting. At the end of today, at the end of the meeting, I'm going to be asking you if I was able to achieve and satisfy that expectation. So just one word. My name is Priscilla. I'm hoping to be able to do this or that, or I'm hoping to understand this or that at the end of today. Okay, so in no particular order, I would take the name as it is on my, sorry, I'm not doing chats with you. You must open your mouth and talk. And if you want to show me your beautiful face, I would love it. But let's take it from that billionaire's wife. We won't go home today. Oh, Somto, I hope you're ready for us. Okay, while we're waiting for billionaire's wife, Chinom, so just the first name and what you're expecting tonight. First name and what you're expecting tonight. Thank you, Nonto.
My name is Nonso. So I'm hoping at the end of the seminar, I will learn how to manage my money.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay. Ekelemchi. Okay, while we're having Ekelemchi, we have Irene.
Hi, good evening, everybody. My name is
Hello.
Irene Bill. I'm not expecting too much. I'm just here to learn.
Okay.
So whoever comes, yes. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay, we have Jan.
Good evening, everybody.
Hi.
I'm looking forward to learning about my finances and also to enjoy and see, because I've always looked forward to listening on, any training session that you would be on. So it's actually something I actually targeted this evening, and I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
I'm glad you're here, Jan. Thank you. Okay, we have Ekelemchi. You can unmute again now. Well, we're having her Joyce. That's my best friend, by the way.
Hello, my name is Joyce. Well, I'm very eager to hear my friend talk. I'm also eager to learn. Thank you.
Thank you, Joyce. Oluchi. Okay, while we're waiting for Oluchi, Oni Oluwabumi.
Good evening, everyone.
Hi, good evening.
My name is Bumi. I'm here to learn. At the end of the seminar today, I hope I will be able to have more knowledge on how I'll be able to manage my finances.
Okay, Phil, I've seen your comments. I'm here to add to my knowledge on financial management. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oyinye. Okay, while we're waiting for Oyinye, we have
Good evening.
Okay, hi.
Hi, good evening. My name is Onyinye. I'm not really expecting much. I just want to learn. I really need to know some things. I know some, but I want to know more.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Onyinye.
Yeah.
Kenny, Jimmy. Okay, while we're trying to get her on, basically what I find is that everybody has an idea already and they just want to learn a bit more. Some came to see my beautiful face. Some came to give me from behind. Okay, so we will just jump into the session. This is 7:33. I'm hoping we should be able to push as much as possible. As we all know, it's a big topic, right? But we'll try to emphasize on the basics that we need to run. And let me just share my screen. Okay, if you can see my screen, you can just give me thumbs up.
Yes, we can see the screen.
Awesome. Let me see if I can. Okay, so we know why we're here. The topic is Smart Money Girl, and basically financial intelligence for financial freedom. Everybody wants to be free financially. Nobody, absolutely none, wants to be in some bondage or the other when it comes to their finances. So basically our learning objectives will just be, what is finance from the layman's perspective, the journey to financial freedom, building financial freedom. Voila, conclusion, and we're out of here with any questions that we might possibly have, for Priscilla. Okay, so I decided to do a little textbook, even though what we're going to be having today is not textbook. We're going to be talking, we're going to be sincere with our with talking about our finances and, trying to get to the point where we can say we're truly financially free. What is finance really? It's just how you manage your money. Simple. Any extra textbook, Google, whatever it has to give. Finance and financial management is just how you manage your money. Now, there are different activities that surround how you can possibly manage that money. How are you saving it? What are you investing in? Are you borrowing? Are you lending? Do you have a budget? Are you forecasting and all of that? Those are just activities surrounding your management of money. So there's no biggie to when they say financial management, people are looking at it as something really big. There's absolutely nothing major. It is money and how you manage it. Okay. Now we have 3 levels. We have the personal finance, we have the corporate, and we have the public government finance. Today, we are just going to focus on personal finance and what money management means to you and I. Okay. Okay, so this journey to financial freedom, right? Just give me a minute. Let me put this aside. Now we want to know what being financially intelligent is, right? You say, how am I financially intelligent? It is just simply understanding and accepting where you are today, currently, financially, and where you want to be. Simple. You can now bring up things when you can get that categorically. Okay, where am I today? Priscilla, where are you as a person financially today? And where do you plan to be? Which is the budgeting, which we'll be talking about very soon. Those two things are what drives your financial intelligence. Okay, then you can now start thinking, okay, how do I make? That's earning. How do I keep? That's saving. How do I grow and invest? That's investing on the resources I have. And one major key point is self-discipline. Okay, we'll be talking more about that as we go. Bear with me as I run through this really fast so that we can have more interactions, after this presentation. Okay, so the question for us today, and we'll be going to the poll, is where am I today financially, right? I want us to be able to be open and sincere with where you truly are. So you're going to be having a poll in a few minutes, and it has 3 options. You just pick one option of where you think you are financially today, okay? Let me share. You can also let me know if you get it once I launch. Okay. Did you get any question pop up on your Zoom?
Yes, we see it.
Okay. So you can put in your responses or your response. Aha, I see one response. We're anticipating more. We have 8 more people to respond. Okay, keep it coming.
Someone cannot see it on her screen.
Maybe she joined after we shared. Okay, we have 6 or 5 people left. We will be stopping the poll soon. If you see it pop up on your screen, please respond. Okay, we have 5 more people to respond. Check your phones, check any device you're using. Okay, I would end the poll now. Let me share results. Can we see the results?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So what this result is saying is that we have 4 people okay, 9 people participated, and 4 people say they are financially sustainable, meaning that their income at the end of the day is higher than their expenses when they have removed all forms of expense. We'll find out if that's true at the end of the class, okay? 2 people said truthfully that they are financially deficit, meaning that their financial expense is higher than their financial income at the end of the day. So they run into deficits, negative, when you now pay for everything, you're in debt, right? Then 3 people say they are equilibrium, meaning that when they net off all the income they receive for that month and they bring in all the expense and everything, it's equal, they're on zero, no savings. Okay, the sustainable ones have some income that they can say, okay, let's save, right? So that's what we can see from this this thing. Let me close this. Okay, very good, very, very good. Let's move to the next slide. Okay, that's the poll. Now we'll be moving into, I decided to drill more on the expense. We'll talk about the income. I'll share with you, secrets and percentages and how I managed to, keep myself sustainable financially. But before then, let's talk about this thing called expense, right? And if we are going to deal with where we are today, then we should be able to make a list of what our expenses, right? Now, what I did, this is my secret I'm sharing with all of you. I first of all started with having at least 2 months, because if I said I was going to make a budget, I needed to do like minimum of 2 months income expense sheet, which I will share with you very soon, okay? I made a list of every single thing that is expense, even up to that 100 naira that you're giving to the less privileged, the beggar on the road, the 20 naira, every single naira, okay? So you have to make a list of all your expenses, which you will take home as assignment, because it has to be over a period of 2 months. If you do 1 week or you do 1 month, it's not enough time to really, really check on every single expense you will regularly. 2 months at the minimum will give you an average of what you will regularly do throughout the year, okay? So you have to make this, to get a realistic budget, you have to first of all make a list of your expenses. This is how. We have applications that you can get online where you put expense apps that just shows you, okay, just put in your expense and it'll help you calculate. Some of them are even tied to your credit card or your debit card, and whatever your account, your bank account, whatever hits or debits goes into it. But I don't advise anybody in Nigeria to use anyone that ties to their bank accounts for obvious reasons, right? So for me, I do Excel sheets and I do the Google sheet so that wherever I am, I can, assess it online real time. Now, this is how I determine precisely how much I'm spending, okay, or how I'm spending. I keep a track, like I've mentioned, the 2 months. If you are married or you live with somebody or anything that you share income whatsoever, you both should record it for you to get the actual thing, okay? Because if you say, oh no, you just do your own, what about the groceries? Somebody else is eating it, you still have to buy more. If the person brings extra people home during that period, then you cannot predict that, okay, I will not bring friends, I'll manage, and all of that. So if you have a husband, kids, friends, or whoever, you need to account for their expenses too. Luckily for me, the way it works in my own household is that my husband pushes everything to me, the income, the expenditure, everything. I handle it, right? So from his end, it's just, okay, Priscilla, what's the Excel sheet saying, and all of that, and we take it from there. So that's how we work it in my house. Can be different from yours, but you need to see how you can put a balance to it, especially some men that don't want to, checking out their expenses. I don't know how you're going to do it, but you have to find a way, because you need the full picture to be able to get this right, okay? So now you need to start recording your expenses from the first day of every single month. 1st of January, I did this. In fact, I will share with you soon an Excel sheet that has income, it has particulars, it has income, it has expenses, and it has net off. So particulars is what happened. Then if it was an inflow, it will come on the inflow side. If it was an outflow, it will come on the outflow side, you know. And at the end of the month, I check it. And then net off. Sometimes it's in deficit. Then you're now imagining, if it's in deficit, where did you see the money to pay those things that you paid for? Do you get me? You made 100,000 when you add all the small monies that came in as income. You didn't have savings. Yet you took out minus, and it was 120,000. Where did the 20K come from? Heaven, you know. So all these things, you will now realize that that money came in from somewhere that maybe you didn't account for at a particular time, or maybe you had it saved somewhere, you know, and all of that. You'll be able to identify all of that when you choose deliberately, intentionally to pen down every single income and expense, okay? All right. Now, if you have some expenses, you normally have some expenses that are maybe quarterly school fees, maybe annually rent, and all of those things. You need to also apply them, meaning that you're going to have to split them in months. And then, okay, if your rent is 2.4 million per year, meaning that that's 200K per month, you will put it under the expense for that month of January, minus 200,000. And if I were you, I'll find a way to be saving in monthly. We'll talk about that when we move forward, okay? Okay, so now when you have done this and you have done it truthfully, at the end of 2 months, you'll be able to identify where every single naira has gone and where every single income has come from. Then you'll be able to compare and see, okay, could I have done it differently? Could I have gotten discounts? Could I have gone to Oyinbo markets rather than Ebano? Should I have, you know, you'll be able to sit down and really tell yourself if there are things that you should cut. You know, the one that trips me the most is, okay, I can jog around my estate rather than going to the gym where you see other people and you're paying probably, I don't go to the gym, so I don't know how much they pay, right? But you're paying maybe 20K per month, I don't know. But if I chill at home and even look for a partner like my husband, my brother, my son, my whatever, and we do this work every morning together, I will save myself 20K per month, meaning that I will save myself 240,000 at the end of the year. What about if I, rather than go out to watch a movie, I stay at home and, okay, want to hang out with girls, right? And all the girls come together at home and then we buy popcorn and fry it in the kitchen. I know it's not what a lot of people want to hear, but, you know, if we are really going to be that smart money girl at the end of the day, there are some very, very difficult decisions we would have to make tonight, okay? Why don't I get popcorn, you know, or the corn itself and fry it? We'll laugh, joke, fry it together. What they take with it, Coke, Abi? We'll buy Coke. When you buy Coke at the cinema, I think it's like 300 or something. When you go and buy it at the Malam next to your house, I think you're buying 100 naira or 120. You've saved 200 bucks or more. And then we chill together, we laugh together, we watch the movie together in the house. Regardless of any which ways, you would have still spent the NEPA bill at home. Even if you were not at home, somebody would have been at home to, you know, utilize that NEPA bill, because somebody can tell me now, what about the NEPA bill? You get. So when you look at all the expenses you have, when you take them one after the other, you will realize that there are a lot of things you can tick off that are not necessary. I'll give you one: Netflix and DSTV. Is it essential to have those two things working at the same time? I will say no. Or if you must have both, then why don't you go for a lower subscription on DSTV? Some people, if they have not done that, what's it called, full bouquet, then they've not done DSTV. Who are you trying to impress? How many friends come to your house? Right. So moving on, at this point where you have listed down or sincerely listed down all of your expenses, you'll be able to identify clearly those things that are not necessary and tick them on or strike them off. Now we move on, right? I would have brought in the income part. Maybe I should do that. Let's look at this. Just give me a moment. Let me see if I can stop share. We can give them musical while I quickly go to the other sheets to share with them.
Okay.
Okay, I'm here already. Let me just share since I have identified the sheets. More share screen. Okay, say yes if you can see my screen. Can we see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
very good. Very, very good. Okay. So now this is like a demo sheet. It has a lot of things that I'm going to be sharing. Because of time, I'll try to squeeze in a lot of things within it. Okay. Now, this is like a rough routine plan every month. For salary earners, you earn a salary. Let's say it's $200,000, $200, whatever it might be. You earn something every month, at least for how long your salary is secure. You earn that. Now, you might also have a side business or a side hustle that probably you earn something else from. You get maybe $30 or whatever, let's say. And then you can have other income from brother, from father, from friend, whatever, So you pen down, you can have more income than this. You put them down together here. Then you have your expense. For me, it's a done deal. It's mandatory for me. So automatically, my first expense for the month is my tithe, which is 10%. That's automatically, I try to format the sheet so everything is formatted on the sheet. So you have this, and it knocks off 10% on all the income I earn for that month. If I'm earning more, it will knock off the percentage, right? Then you say, okay, how much do I spend on feeding? Now you have gone to see that, okay, I can, rather than go to Ebano, I can go to Onyibo, I can buy in bulk. So what you're going to put here is what you are going to now start using. You can decide to do it before and then the after, but I'm jumped to the after because of time. So I've looked at my expense on feeding for the month. Okay, I need to buy this for the kids, for school, for this, at the lowest possible price. I have utilized coupon cards, I've utilized the discounts whatsoever, and then I'm spending 50 naira, for instance. Now, DSTV, I'm spending 18 naira. Can I spend less? Can I buy a lower bouquet? Must I have DSTV for the month? Am I at home all through that month? And if I'm at home, am I coming back late? Do I even watch this DSTV? Then the kids, is this school period? Do they need DSTV? Okay, so if you say, oh, school period, no need for DSTV because the boys or the girls or the kids are now, they have to be studying. You knock it off. Then data. Okay, would you rather do data because these guys need to go on Google, do their assignment and all of that? You put down how much you will spend per month. Allowance, give yourself an allowance. It's a must. Give yourself an allowance per month. Don't go and join it to feeding money. You'll be doing alaroro. At the end of the day, where you are doing the alaroro, you will go and be pinching from other places. But if you have chosen that, okay, I will give myself so allowance, then you have saved yourself. And then you now say, okay, for instance, here I said, okay, 30 days, majority of the months in the year are 30 days, 1,000 naira per day. What are you eating? That's 30K you get, or whatever. So you put 30K, or you put 30 naira, you put whatever. Netflix, must you have Netflix and DSTV? If it's not, you remove it. Fuel or transportation or the bus fare or whatever. What way can I follow my neighbor? If I follow my neighbor, will I be able to, will drop me here? I will take this walk. I will do this. You have saved money there. Okay. Then I put XXX. There are several, you know, your whatever. There are several other expenses that might be a routine every month. Now, what I have on my sheet is that what it does for me is that it gives me my net. Now, when I asked you, are you equilibrium? If you're equilibrium, after deducting this from this, you will be on zero here. Okay? If you are financially sustainable, you will have some extra here. If you are financially deficit, this would have been thrown into negative here. Do you get what I mean? So when you go back to your rooms, your houses, whatever, try and draw up this table and truly, sincerely see for yourself what it is today with what you are spending. Be sincere with every expense and be sincere with what will come in. Please do not put those income that you are not sure of. It's better that when it comes randomly, oh, Popsy promised me 1 million in so months. It's better if it comes, hey, hello, praise God. It came as an additional income for that month. But anything that is promissory notes, do not include on this routine sheet. This routine sheet is something that is constant. Yeah, sure, at least by the grace of God, they will not sack you, at least up till, you know. So something that is constant, you put on that sheet. Now, what happens here is that this, my closing balance, is carried forward to start up my new month. Okay? As an income, because it is an income. If it was an expense, it will pop up as an addition here. That is what your routine sheet can be. If you can be sincere with yourself on this routine sheet, sisters, you are one step into getting it right. Okay? Now we have the income plan. I have 100% income plan I work with. You can choose to tweak it whatever way you want. Every single income that comes into my hand, that you dashed me 50K, or you dashed me 5,000 or 2,000, must come here. If it's 50K, it comes here. And you see, it has computed for me. So every single, if it's in USD, I do it in USD. If it's in pounds, I do it in pounds. I must pay my tithe. Must. I don't even think about it that, okay, this one didn't come from salary now. It came from this person just thought of me and just say, oh, okay, you're in London, take this. No. Every single thing must go into my income plan percentage chart. And it breaks down for me how I would handle each of it. Now you can decide to tweak it how you want. For me, I'm an ardent saver. I love to save. So I'd rather squeeze myself. So what I do for my own is that 60% goes into savings. Okay? That means I've removed tithes, I've removed the salary, I've removed the savings at 60%. Giving randomly must, I have a 9% to it. Giving is here. Miscellaneous, this can go to CSRO, giving, emergency fund, somebody just comes up, I'm in need, blah, blah, blah. Every income that comes into my hand must, 11% must go on this. Set aside. No thinking about it. No, set apart. Now, if you have debts of any kind, a loan or whatever, 10% of it, of that income that you received, you set it apart. So if I receive 1 million here, and this is 10M, 1000000. Here you go. This is another random one. Okay, tithes, 50% saving, 15% giving CSR. So there are different types. You will sit down and decide for yourself. Okay, I'd rather have it this way. Maybe, whatever you want. Do what is convenient for you. Don't squeeze yourself. But you need to learn how to squeeze a little, because if you don't squeeze a little, that's where the discipline comes in. You just say, okay, maybe the next one, maybe the next one. So you have to find a way to, put a balance to this. Now, there's a savings and investment plan. Now, meaning that this 60% that comes in is not just, okay, savings. Oh, you need to have a savings and investment plan, right? Here it is, a sample. Now you can do fixed deposit. Fixed deposit doesn't really give, the interest that comes on it is really, really small. And they are taking 10% withholding tax. The money is really little. But you do it in the banks, especially the banks that are known. You don't just go to any random bank, please. And you save this money and you know that it's safe. Treasury bill is another form of investment that is good. Is government insured, like it's like bond. It can never go, but they pay you the interest upfront. Why I don't like treasury bill is that now money you have paid me upfront, I'm going to look for another fixed deposit to put it, because that is what I'm supposed to be looking at or looking forward to at the end of the 1 year period or 161 days or whatever. So treasury bill is another form of investment you can do with your money. Bond is one. Ajo is one. Do not do ajo with people you do not trust. For me, my organization has ajo, and it pays 100% at the end of the period. I put 100,000 today. In 12 months, that's 1.2 million, and I get an extra 100,000 at the end of 12 months. Hello, I'd rather do that than go and give it to one sister or one brother that will now have an emergency need and utilize all this money and tell you, sorry, you take him to police and still pay the police. Okay? So you need to think it through. Now, real estate income. Real estate is the big deal. I tell people, if you must take loan from the bank, do not take it to buy a car. Never take money to buy a liability. Never take a loan to buy a liability. Never. If you must take it, know that you're putting it in an investment. Okay. Just something, think of investments that you can do. And if you don't have, do not take those funds because you're paying high interest on it. You can buy a BDC, it's suspended for now, but when it was there, if you took a loan for that, it makes sense because, whatever, they'll be paying you $10,000 every week to sell. And you know what FX is talking about in the market today. Okay? Then that 60% savings, I also put it here. So I sum up. Now I have a target every year. In 2020, my target was 100 million for the whole year. Yes, it's my own business. It's my target. If yours is 10 million, I never put a chicken target. I remember in the days where my target was 5 million naira, I did not have an idea how I will make 5 million naira. No. But at the end of the year, I made 7.7 million that particular year. And I sat down, I was like, hey, because I had a target, I knew where I was driving at. Every small money that will randomly jump into the shop, because I love shopping. Any random money that will come into my hand, I'll just say, that target, let's drop it there. That target, let's drop it there. So ensure that you can do your own at the beginning of the year. You can choose that your 1st of September is your beginning of the year. It mustn't be January 1st. Have that target. Keep it aside, right? Okay, so this is my schedule. For me, I put in any money. If you put in, let's say I have a 3 million naira to throw around and I put it here. I already know what I will make at the end of, I do my own 60 days. So I already know how much I will make at the end of 60 days. This is the reality. Don't let any banker deceive you. In 60 days of putting your 3 million naira in any bank, and this rate is even interesting. I must have closed the page. This is a 9% rate, which you wouldn't get. You might get, but not for 60 days, right? And if you get it, which is not sure you will get a 9% now, you probably getting a 5.5 or 4.5, right? Is 66,000. that you get on that money for giving somebody to hold your money for 60 days. Is it worth it? It's definitely not worth it. So you need to really think back this fixed deposit. It is safe, it is secure. You also need to check your risk appetite. Are you ready to throw it in? I've made some very terrible investment decisions, and I put money in something. It was coming weekly. It looked good, but at the end of the day, it shut down, and the money today, we have not gotten it back. But that one was coming quick. I would advise you on this table, right? Do not put your money in all this, what's it called now? This thing that they are carrying up and down. It's everywhere. FX this, FX that, especially during Christmas time. Your money, yes? No, it's not even the Ponzi scheme. There's this FX thing that they are doing now, that you put your money, change your money to dollars, put it in one, this thing is any 1%. All these things is my advice to you. Trust me, take it that the Holy Spirit is speaking to you tonight. Do not put your money in most of these things. Give it 6 months max or 9 months, it will shut down. That 9 months you're giving is that you started early in the year. Because most times, most of these things crash during Christmas. Okay, so you need to also, to be a smart money girl, you need to also be very careful where you throw your monies. Be very, very careful where you throw your money. So let's quickly run to the next sheet. This is a debt sheet for me. I am very particular at, I put everything there. Now, I would advise you, if you have a school for your kids that they will pay monthly, that they tell you, okay, the annual fee is maybe 5 million naira, and you ask, and they tell you if you are paying in monthly, they can give you monthly installments and divide it over 12 months, grab that option. Spread it across for the 12 months period. If you also have a rent, and your rent, or whoever, most of them tell you is annual rent, but thank God this guy, is it Fire Share or somebody, came up and is saying that there's possibility that will be monthly. If anything you can grab on monthly installments, it's a beautiful idea. Grab it and be strict with it. Debit, credit, take it out of your income. And if that 10% that you have dropped out here is not up to, that it has gone to that pause of 10% debt reduction, and it is waiting to accumulate. Most times, at the end of the day, what you accumulate there is even more than all the things that you're supposed to clear under your debt sheet. The truth of the matter is, it is at the place of being very intentional that you can get all of this story right. So let's quickly jump back here. So this is your whole financial thing. Review your past, which we have done, which I expect people to do with the routine sheet. Go back, write down the income, you can even leave the income part. Go and step by step, put every single thing that is an expense to you. Put it down, write it down. Okay, then forecast the future. For me, it's 100 million for 2020. Did I achieve it? Well, we'll talk about that. Okay, enable. Sorry, there's something that popped up my screen. Okay, you have to forecast. What do I want to? What's my budget? What am I looking at? How do I achieve it? That's where the strategies and the plans and the goals come into play. Make them smart, specific, measurable. Do not go and don't go and do the jumping. Okay, I can do it. No, I'll be teaching you in a few minutes how to do that, but make sure you strategize, and just as you hear in church, sorry, I'm a Christian girl, bear with me, but just as you hear every time they tell you, write it down, and the extra I'll give you is put dates. You'll be shocked at the things you wrote and how you followed them through, or if you didn't follow them through, and you'll laugh at yourself. Then, of course, set annual budgets. Okay. Let's move on. Let me see. I'm coming. Okay. I tried to put the income statement, balance sheet for you people to see what it's like. There's no time. The day we'll be dealing with business owners. I would like to break this down so that you know how to manage everything. Do not spend your sales money. That is not income. We'll talk about it another day, but that's not income. That is not income. Okay? Your sales money isn't income. Now, what are the steps to becoming the smart money girl? I won't tell you lies. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, up to number 100 is self-discipline. All of these stories I'm going to tell you in a few minutes more, they are all impossible without self-discipline. You are going to also ask the Holy Spirit to help you with self-discipline. It can help you with a lot of things, plus self-discipline. The way you tell yourself, I'm on diet, I'm not doing this. I'm sorry, I don't know how to diet. But the way you do that, you need to start putting that in your finances too. Because all the steps I'm going to give you now, if you're not going to be strict with yourself and say, no, I'm going to follow it. I'm sorry, at the end of the year, I wish we had a time to sit down and review and discuss. You will be shocked that you have not done nothing on this thing. Okay. So self-discipline is key, is important, it is compulsory, it is necessary, and all of that stuff. Okay. The remaining steps to becoming a smart money girl. Create a realistic budget and stick to it. I told you, let them be smart. Do not go and jump into, okay, my income, I want to be doing 80%. Even 60 I chose is very tight, but me, I know why I chose 60. I know how to do it. Don't go and jump into, okay, Priscilla says 60, means I want to be doing 60. If you are going to start with 30% savings, 30% for things to do in the house, and it is okay. Make sure it is comfortable for you. It is your son's name, it is not mine. If you have to start little to get it right, please go ahead. Do not impulse buy. Now, I have friends, they can help you impulse buy. Do not impulse. I used to be that kind of person. I thought Jesus Christ was coming that night. Every single night, Jesus is coming. So if I want to eat cake, even if it's going to cost me 25,000 to buy that cake, I'll buy it, I'll cut it, I eat it. And if you want to join me, you join me. I go to shop and I buy, if I like a particular top, I buy it in different colors. Yes. And I did it of recent, sorry. But it's okay. Do not impulse buy. Okay. Do not buy something else. Do not buy something just because it's on sale. We know ourselves. We know ourselves. They say it's discounted. And always remember, especially the sales they do in Lagos State and in Nigeria, it is not sales. They'll tell you 10% has been removed. That 10%, they've added it to the money, the cost of the district. You are paying them and you're paying them. They are making profit on what you're paying for sales. Don't be deceived. The business women amongst us here know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Now, I'm going to ring this as a bell. Get insurance at all costs. Insurance is now cheap in Nigeria. Health insurance, you can get health insurance for 3,500 per day or cheaper. For instance, in my organization, most people tell HR, why is it that every time you rather do insurance for us than give us the money? I will never give you the money because I will tell them, my response is, God will not allow you see a sickness or a disease that will cost more than whatever money I would have given you. Insurance, your health insurance, your everything insurance, life is not, even your life insurance, get this insurance at all costs. It is cheap. I have some that I even do for my kids for school. God forbid I close my eyes today. They are covered for life. And I did it in such a way. So you also need somebody that will teach you these things. I did it in such a way that I did some for my husband. I did some for myself, whoever, wherever a child is covered for life or two. Get these things at all costs. Ensure that you have this insurance. Pension scheme now is in such a way that you can have voluntary savings. And let me tell you the secret that no employer will tell you. Voluntary savings is not taxed. So meaning that you earn 100,000 per month and possibly your tax was supposed to be maybe 20K. For those that are paying re-tax, you know that the tax is a lot. You know, if you choose that 20,000 of that money, you want to put it in voluntary savings, they are supposed to put it as a deductible when they are calculating your tax. Do you get me? So ensure that you get insurance at all costs. Now, charge items only if you can afford to pay for them now. It's a super secret. Bankers, you are the major debtors. I don't know about others. People will come to your office, bring all sorts of things and tell you to buy. Just look at your pocket. If you cannot afford it, it is one quick signal that you would get into debt if you take it. Never buy anything on future money. Salary will come at the end of the month. I'm buying. Don't buy it. If you can't afford it at that time from your account, do not buy it. Do not buy it. If you can, then still look at it. Do I need it? If I don't have it, will I die? If I don't have it, will something happen? Look at all these things. And if you tick, and you see that nothing will happen if you don't have it. In fact, you might even have something that looks like it at home. Please walk out of that office where they are selling that market. Avoid large. Okay, before I even go to the next one, you know what I did? Some of my bank accounts, I told them I don't want ATM. I don't want mobile banking. They said, well, am I living in the past? I said, leave me like that. Because I know that if I have mobile banking, I'll sharp transfer the money, even if I don't have ATM. But if I don't have any access to getting that money, I would, that whole impulse thing dies at that moment. Because when you now think about it after, I really need it. Moving forward, Joe. Okay? Avoid large rents on all house payments. Please, you're not in any competition with anybody. You are not in any competition with anybody. You are Priscilla Akachuku Okoko. You are so, and so. You are not in competition with anybody. Do not, because of one person, oh, this person lives in this, oh my goodness, you gotta squeeze everything. Now you are feeding from hand to mouth just because you need to pay rent. And at the end of the day, you might not even have the complete rent to pay. You have to find a way to go and borrow. Never borrow for rent. Never take a loan for rent. Abominable. Anomaly. Okay, let's move forward. Avoid co-signing and guaranteeing a loan for somebody. First off, they will come and arrest you in your house. Second off, what the law says and what you are signing, those tiny prints that the banks give you to sign, says that automatically you are now the obligor for that loan. Chase me. I have taken responsibility. Never co-sign. Even for brother and sister. Well, you can think about it if you're okay with it, but never co-sign for colleague and all of that. Avoid it as much as possible. Okay? All right. Now, avoid joint obligation with people who have questionable spending habits. Husbands, if you, if you have a husband that you want to go and do joint account, people say they are doing joint account. And yet you know that your husband randomly, I see this wristwatch, oh, I like it. Oh, I see this sneakers, oh, I like it. And he's going to spend it. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you because he will spend all that money in that account. Excuse me. He will spend all that money in that account and he's sorry. Oh, babe, I'm sorry that you will hear at the end of the day. Right? So as much as possible, avoid any joint obligation. Husband, brother, avoid it. And then the quarrel is avoidable. Why start it? If it doesn't happen, you will not quarrel that quarrel. So just push it aside. Do not do it. Then do not make high risk speculative investment. I've spoken about that. Anything that you say, they tell you you get 100,000 in 5 minutes. Hello, where did the person see 100,000? The MMM people, you know yourselves. Anything, I feel like if you get stuck in most of those things, you have oju kokoro. I don't know the English name, but it's greed. If you get stuck in most of those things, you have greed. Anything that the return, especially all this rental income thing, you also really need to think about it very well. You need to know everything about it before you go in. And anything that you don't have information about and comfort, do not do them. Do not do them. Find alternatives to spending money. We've spoken about this. Rather than go to the shop, rather than go to the cinema, come home, buy popcorn, fry it. You guys have fun together, you know, and all of that. Than spending that money. You will notice that if you entered a mall that had a cinema, maybe if you went with your friends, you would have entered 3 shops before going into the cinema. You would have avoided all that, staying at home. Lose friends if you have to. Take my word to the bank. If that friend will cost you your financial sanity, lose them. They are not good friends. They are not good friends. Any friend that is just the habit of spending. Oh, let's go shopping. Oh, let's do this. Lose them if you have to. And gain friends that are also financially sustainable, that are ready to, like for me, the 100 million target. I remember I went in with my girlfriends and we were like, okay, you know what, this year is 100 million. How we're going to do it, I don't know. Of course, we're not going to do anything bad, but we will now start planning. Oh, at March, oh, you've reached 20 million. Oh, you've reached 25 million. How far? What investment? What are you get? Those are friends you should keep around you. Not the ones that will be saying, babe, let's go and spend. Let's go shopping. Let's go this one. Let's go that one. Okay? Invested. Okay, let's not even talk about church. But that's very important. Now, I've told the women in business, stop. Okay, I made a mistake. I wanted to write spending. Stop spending your sales money. Stop. It's not income. That's not an income. I would have to explain to you, but let me just even in summary tell you, your income for somebody that is in sales is after you've net off all your expense, blah, 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 and make income. Your sales revenue is not your income. Don't be like my late mom that she told my dad she wanted to start a recharge business and she wants to sell recharge card, this in her shop. And then my dad gave her at the time 500,000 to start the business. My mom bought MTN. At that time, MTN, I think it was only 1.5 card they were selling. 500,000. She started the business. Guess what? She spent the whole 500,000, the income, everything on calling her children. The money she received, she didn't sit down to say, okay, how much did I buy this card? What's the margin on it? What do I need to roll over? What do I need to keep aside? You know, you need to do not just spend that sales revenue. Okay? Now, the next point will be keep learning. You can't have enough information. Keep learning, and have cheat days. Like me, of recent, I bought 5 of the same thing in different colors. Sorry, it's my cheat day. And if you go and check my books, I'm keeping 2 tabs. So have cheat days, but don't have ridiculous cheat days if you know that you check your books, is not there. Don't go and do yourself. Okay? Get a financial advisor. There are a lot of us ready to sit with you. Of course, it comes at a cost, but get a financial advisor that will see your income and tell you, okay, you can invest in this. This is safe. This is not safe, and all of that. You know, you can do that. Now, I've said before, I'll say again, say no to loans. If you must, then it must be an investment. Don't collect loan for buying of car. If you are taking, do Uber with the car. Let it be an investment. And don't go and take loan and take a bad car, because Uber on its own works the car. Then you see that you are struggling with a bad car, you know, you are paying so much to repair car rather than making income, it's a mess. Never, ever, 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 ever go to Shylocks for loans. Those people that tell you, I'll give you 10%. They are sucking your destiny. They are sucking your life. They will put you in a state of health problems, depression, and whatsoever, is likely to happen to you just because you want sharp. Okay? All right. In conclusion, the keys to financial freedom won't solve all of your money problems, but will help you develop a healthy habit or healthy habits that can get you on a path to financial freedom, whatever that means to you, basically. And financial freedom will never be possible without self-discipline. Thank you very, very much.
Wow. Hello?
Hello.
Sorry, can you? Okay. Wow. I mean, I was so engrossed the way you just and then I was like, oh my God, is the food finished? There's this thing about you're eating something and you're enjoying it, and then you look down and you're like, whoa, where did it all go? Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. I mean, that was amazing. That was power packed. I personally have learned a lot, even though at some point I felt like, why you throwing shade at the bankers now? But we like to. When you say, do not buy anything on future money, I'm like, well, that's how a lot of us, survive this thing. But I think we understand the reason why you said so, and I believe that other people here too got that with me. So ladies, get ready. We're gonna ask questions. Mrs. Priscilla is here to take our questions, or any area where we are not clear. Even if you have a comment or a contribution, you can raise your hand, because I think that she would like to hear our voices instead of the whole chat
yes,
thing.
let's talk.
So if you have, so if you have a question or a contribution, you can just raise your hand. Then I'll give you the go ahead to unmute your mic, and then you can either make your contribution or ask your question. I personally took a lot of things when she talked about getting insurance. I mean, that's so weird in Nigeria. Get insurance. It's not common. It's not common, but when you go abroad, you hear these things: health insurance, car insurance, everything has to be insured. And she said something. She said insurance is cheap in Nigeria these days. I guess we'll have to find out more about that. Then she also said, do not impulse buy. As ladies, we have the tendency to Instagram, find bag, Instagram, find shoes. Sometimes it may not even be all those bags and shoes, to be honest. It may be some materials, but I mean, there are other alternatives, like she said. You can get them online. If getting them online is cheaper than buying them, by all means, get them online. Then she said, keep learning.
So, sorry, Essie, I need to cut in.
Okay.
I don't know if you can hear me.
Oh, yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I apologize. I need to cut in for a second.
Okay.
I have
All right.
a question, a private question that says that I'm a housewife. I'm not earning.
Okay.
How do I do this? How do I do that? I didn't talk about something because of time. I had to crop a lot. Even though I would have spoken about prosperity, Pastor David has handled prosperity. And you would realize that there are different levels of prosperity. There's one on relational. Relational is something that it doesn't take Jesus or anything. It's that bridge at the moment when you would definitely be falling, would be down at a point. That bridge that keeps you to sustain you till you get up back. And who and what is that bridge? People. So you need to build your relational prosperity and you will be fine. Please send your resume. Today, we will find what to get you to do But also, I know Ivory, I know a lot of people are doing things like you can learn how to make stuff. I know Ivory might talk about it after this. You can learn how to, if your husband says you have to stay home and be a housewife, you can learn things that you can make. And see, I have a business partner, she's connected also. We do stuff online. And we're making, if you see our books, you'll be surprised. It's so good. We sell online. So from home, that your small data, that your Instagram, that your Facebook, throw out your things that you might have learned. Is it perfume? Is it making beads and all of that? I hope I was able to help.
Thank you very much. The person that answered that question, I believe that that asked that question rather, I believe that that answers the question. Please, we can reach out to her. Ma, you would do us the honors of dropping your maybe email or Instagram accounts for people that would like to reach you personally and further, get involved. So please, ladies or gentlemen, assuming that we have a man here, now is the time to either ask your question or make your contribution. A lot has been said today, and I believe that everybody is on this particular table, male and female. I mean, these are decisions that we all have to make at one point in time of our lives. Yeah, and there was one that she said that I was happy. Like she said, have cheat days. Yeah, so when you feel like you've had it up to here and you just need to break free of this, strict measures you've placed on yourself, just have one day where you can cheat. But she also put a disclaimer. I think I'll say it in another words. Just make sure that it's accountable. Basically, you can actually trace it when the time comes. So please, questions. Let's ask our questions. If you prefer to type it, you can go ahead, but would rather you ask your question yourself. I mean, from the poll we had when the session started, it was not balanced. So I expect that a lot of us will have questions to ask. So please, let's ask our questions. Let's give feedback. If you don't have a question, you can also give your feedback. You can maybe share an experience, I guess, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You can share your experience or okay, I think there's a question in the chat box. I'll just read it. Lovelyn Udom is asking, please. Okay, at the end of the session, that will be addressed, Lovelyn. Thank you. So, questions, please. Are we smarter? After almost 1 hour of this power pack session, are we smarter? I don't want to say are we smart because I believe that we had a bit of smartness before. So are we smarter? Okay, also my progress is saying yes, smarter. Thank you. Please, contribution. If you're saying smarter, then you must have learned something. Would you like to share?
Okay, there's a question.
There's another. Yes, from Chinomso Obioha. I don't know if it's a guy or a lady, forgive me, but it says, how about those that don't have a fixed income? How can we plan?
Okay, so allow me say this. I don't think there's anybody that doesn't have a fixed income. It might not be a lot. How do I put it so that I put a balance? Okay, let's not cause any controversy. Okay, you don't have a fixed income, but you have something that comes in. Utilize that my 100% income plan. Then whatever you get there as your savings, throw it into an investment that will pay you monthly. Do you get me? There will be one day that you'll make income, right? For the income, use my 100% income breakdown. Pick your 60% savings there. Throw it into an investment. Now that investment will earn you monthly income. Even if it's a fixed deposit or a treasury bill that is 161 days, ensure that you split that 161 days divided by 30. Now you know what you actually earned as income for that month. If you have for a particular day that you had an income that came in, then you have monthly income. Because you're expected that for that initial savings. Look, guys, I started this thing off when I was 13, 14, 15. Yes. From what my daddy would give me, my brother would send to me. When I started modeling, I started from small. I can break things into things. And I had a separate account where your money, your hand cannot reach. So that kind of account, I'll just be throwing it in. I have a friend on this thing. It's her kids' account. GTB does it in such a way that you cannot access your kids' account except you walk to the bank, the SKS account, right? So what she does is that she will throw that money in the SKS account, knowing that no impulse can reach there. By the time you think of how you want to go to GTB, it must be an emergency. So the truth of this whole matter, like we said, self-discipline, intentional. You have to be deliberate. You have to be intentional. If not, we talk about this 30 days time. We talk about this 365 days time. You are still the same person coming for more information. We are here. We'll be giving you more information. Right?
Thank you so much. Chinom, so does that answer your question? Would like to know. Okay, ma'am, there is another question. She said, from Lovelyn Udom, she said, yes, Martha, I would like her to talk more on the Ajo investment plan. Really want to know more about it.
Okay, so let me sell my office a little bit. We have an Ajo investment saving plan. And what happens is that whatever you put in as your instrumental payment every month, at the end of 12 months, you make that same amount. So meaning that if you decide that every month you want to be saving 100,000 naira for 12 months. So in 12 months, normally the Iya Ajo or Baba Ajo or those people carrying those things will give you your 1.2 Abi. The difference here is that you will get your 1.2 plus 100,000. If you save 50,000, you will get your 50 times 12, 600 plus another 50,000 as thank you for saving. Okay, so that's how the Ajo works in my office, yes. But do whatever is comfortable. I'm not selling my office, so do whatever is comfortable. Whatever investment will give you peace of mind. Ensure you have a lot of information before putting your money anywhere. Plus brother, plus sister, plus husband.
Thank you very much. Lovelyn Udom, I believe that answers your question. Are you satisfied with the answer or you want more? Okay, from Oni Oluwabumi, God bless the organizers of the seminar. I don't mean to be an Oliver Twist, but please, can we have more of this talk show? It is really educating. Okay, so she's going to be dropping her details. She's going to give us her account ID so that if you have more questions, you can always reach out to her. And I'm sure that she'll be glad to answer any questions that you have. Okay, Ekelemchi, I believe that your question was just answered. You asked, what is the Ajo investment plan really about? I don't understand. I believe that you understand it now. Okay. Okay, from Loveling. Okay, thank you. I appreciate. Okay, there's one from Guru. What is the minimum you can invest in the Ajo contribution? I also think that has been addressed.
Yeah, I think it's any amount. You can do like 1,000 naira. You can do any amount. It's savings. It's your money. It's just that whatever you are doing instrumentally is what you get back 1 month installment, meaning that you do 12, they pay you 13.
Okay, thank you very much. More questions, please. People that said they were smarter, you can share your learning points. Actually, let's know that you really got what, what we shared tonight. Okay, Guru, I see you. Ekelemchi, I see you. Okay. Questions, contributions, comments, questions, contributions, experiences, mistakes you've made and you wouldn't want to make again, especially in this financial. Any more questions, please? You can raise your hand so that we can ask you to unmute and just ask your questions. Okay, there's a question here from Oluchi Michael. She says, please, Ma, is it possible to invest when you have loads of debts that are on your neck?
Yes. So this is what I'll tell you to do. You need to work with the 100% income plan I shared with you. There was a point in time in my life, after marriage, I got, not necessarily me, but couple, the husband, wife, we had a lot of debts we needed to clear. And you know what I told my husband is something that I know that we'll be able to do. So the first step you do is to get to talk to these people and inform them that you need to check also, am I, what's the amount, how much, how long do you think it would take for me to clear this debt? So talk to them, give them your time that you think you can clear whatever it is. Okay, in 12 months, okay, in 6 months, and stick to it. Integrity is everything. Stick to it. So what you would do on that sheet, I also had a debt plan. You put down everything, split it as you have agreed with that person. Whatever income comes to you, 10% goes to God, regardless of whatever debts you are owing. Period. Then you can now say, okay, I'll do 30% savings. I'll do 30% to reduce my debts. I'll do this. Now, you have used your regular fixed income to decide that. Remember that there'll be spontaneous giving. Somebody can give you this, for everything they give you, have that percentage, split it, and remove. That means you made extra money that you can take 30% as the debt money to pay and 30% of the saving money. So even in the middle of hot debts, you are still saving. As I shared, I don't know if people saw the Excel sheet. You need to stick strictly to that percentage. And if you are going to stick to what's the word now? Stick to the percentage, then you need to make sure that every single income, don't say, okay, this one is just 10K now, let me just spend it. That spending is spontaneous, it's impulsive. You need to, that 10K, still put it in that percentage. Oh, I made 3,000 naira for debt that I didn't plan for. You put it in that account where you're saving for debt. Oh, from that 10,000, I made 30% savings. You put it in the savings. I made money for CSR. I made money to give. You put it in the account for giving. What people do is that they'll just say, oh, I can't even pay tithe this month. Oh, I just need to pay this debt. Oh, which kind of saving when I get debt? And you mess it all up. And you know the truth of it. The law, whether it's to Christian, Muslim, pagan, is the hand that gives that receives. So you have to find a way to still do what you need to do as a human being. And you will realize that you will be moving around. You might be paying debts, but people see you and they see the glory of God around your life. They can't explain it. Yet you're paying down debts. So if you stick, in summary, if you stick to the percentage, this for this, whatever income comes, I stick to it. You'll be paying down your debts. You'll be keeping savings, and you'll be doing every other thing you need to do with your life. Okay?
Wow, awesome. Thank you so much for that. Oluchi Michael, I believe that answers your question. Please, you can just give us feedback on the chat box. Thank you so much. Okay, the 100% plan is it for me? Okay, Joyce. We'll go choose. Oh, okay. I think someone is actually asking for the Excel sheet. I think that's the personal personal sketch, right? Or is it a sample? Maybe the person doesn't want a sample.
No, I can decide. I can decide to share. I don't
Okay.
know why I'm echoing and I cannot open my screen. Maybe it's network.
Okay, Ma, there's a private question. And it says, how does one recover from an investment that got her hands burnt?
Look up to Jesus, the author and finisher of your faith. On a lighter note. So let me drop this here. It might help somebody. I'm echoing, unfortunately. Sometime last year, myself and my friends, my sisters that we can save, a lot. We decided to invest in a particular business called The Map. Some people might know it. It was not like your MMM and all of that stuff. It was a business that they take your money, they buy bikes, they buy this, that, and they pay you weekly for this. So the bikes are on the go, and they pay you weekly. The thing endorse an additional, it wasn't 100% or something, but there were, and we saw the bikes on the road and all of that, so we're fine. Now, long story short, I invested over 4 million on my end. My friend invested over 5 million. If we calculate all the monies invested, it was about maybe 15, 17 million, because my friend, she's on the line. If Priscilla is okay with it, she's okay with it, because she feels like Priscilla will check it double before she puts her hand and all of that. And then she had friends that said, okay, if Joyce is in, oh, sorry, I called her name. If Joyce is in it, then I'm okay. I will do it. So we had friends, we had people that came into it with that, if this person is in it, it's okay. And all of a sudden, they did a particular investment that shut them down. EFCC came, this, that. We've been on this issue since last year, October, and this is 1 year. Okay, 1 naira hasn't come in, So will there be bad days? Yes. Will there be bad investments? I'm not God, but I will tell you for sure, yes. Keep this in mind. For anything you're going to get involved in, ensure you have a lot of, I think I've said this like 5 times today, a lot of information on it. Pray about it. If it gives you comfort to jump in, but will it always go well? It might not, but 95% of the time it will be okay. So that's my response. I hope I helped.
Thank you. I hope that helped. Though. First of all, look up to Jesus.
That's it. That's where you find your succor. And you know the comfort. I will tell you, I've made times 20 of that money, not even, or even more.
Wow.
But if I've gone there to sulk and start saying, God, where are you? God, this one, you don't dust yourself and stand up. You will just be there. Nothing is moving. So you need to focus on, God, and plan and all of that.
Thank you very much. So, and more questions. I mean, opportunity to ask the questions. Okay, Chuku Chidimait, and I appreciate the organizers of this program. I hope you consider making it a volume. Thank you. Okay, so very quickly, YSIPS Foundation has the YSIPS Mentoring Academy that, month on month, we have seasoned, personnel like this, personalities like this coming to take on similar topics. So I believe that you will get some more of that information on our page. So any more questions? Comments, contribute. I would like for us to actually give feedback on what we have learned apart from those asking questions, let's be sure that, we have impacted you tonight. No questions, no comments, no contribution, no experience to share. Okay. So it looks like some people are still sipping all that has been dished out tonight. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you for a wonderful session tonight. On behalf of YSIPS Foundation, on behalf of the founder and the entire YSIPS community, we say a very, 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 very big thank you to you. I mean, dishing out from your wealth of knowledge is not something people easily come by, and we appreciate your time. We appreciate the knowledge you've imparted, the value that you've shared with us tonight. We are super we're super honored and glad. And someone is still saying, I've learned never to co-sign a loan and also to be disciplined in my spending. Very important. And she says, thank you so much. I appreciate. So we are all, please let's show our appreciation on the chat box. Let's give a round of applause. Let's say a very warm thank you to our speaker tonight. Please, Ma, would like your whichever you prefer, email, Instagram account, maybe on the chat box.
If you can hear me, I'm going to cut off and join back so that I can see. It seems my screen is hanging, so I can. So I'm going to go off and come back right in. Okay. Let me see. No. My system is still hanging. It's not letting me go off.
But can you hear us? Okay, I think she's going to reconnect now. Please bear with us as she reconnects in a few minutes. Okay, while we wait for her, I think I'll just go straight to the announcement and all while we wait for her to connect. First of all, I'd like to thank, okay, she's back. She's back. You're muted. Okay.
Yes, it's fine now. I think I can see everybody clearly.
Okay. We're asking for your account details. I mean your
my
social
Instagram
media accounts. Yes. However, someone's question just came in. Was wondering if you just
go ahead.
Okay. It says, can you explain treasury bills more to us?
Okay, so treasury bills is like a government investment, and what it does, there's a primary market, there's a secondary market. It's one of the safest ways to save your money. And what happens with treasury bills and what makes it different from fixed deposits is that the interest is usually higher, and the interest is paid upfront. That's the major difference between a fixed deposit and a treasury bill. So if they say they're going to pay you 16% for 365 days, or 366 majorly, and they calculate that interest, and the moment they accept your fund for treasury bill, they send you the interest ahead before your money starts counting. Why is a disadvantage for me is that when you fix money, you're expecting to collect something at the end. It's like you have eba and soup with meat. You're eating that eba because you want to eat the meat at the end. But when you eat the meat before the eba, then there's nothing to look forward to, with the eba and soup. So treasury bills gives you your interest upfront. Fixed deposit doesn't. It gives you at the end. What I do if I must do treasury bills because their rates are higher is that I take that interest you have paid me upfront, right, and invest in something else again. Okay. No money must be left idle. Time value of money, we know that already. The money is getting useless. I'm going to give this secret too. If you have any opportunity to earn with foreign currency, please grab it. No matter how small, if you get one small gig that says, okay, they'll be paying you $100 per month, please grab it, because the devaluation of Naira is rapid, and the money in your hands, they're getting very useless. So you buy a house and you are feeling like you have done real estate, you buy a house, and when you divide the investment income or whatever you get from it by the dollar or by the pound, you realize that you have little or nothing in your hands. You would have rather invested in that house outside the country. So if you see any little job that will pay you in foreign currency, fine. If you don't, it's okay. But it's an advice for those that see opportunity like that. Please take it, no matter how small. Okay. I say we can't hear you. You're muted.
Forgive me. I'm sorry. Thank you so much, ma'am. I believe that answers it. Lovely. No, who asked that question? It was Chukwu Chidima. I believe you have a better understanding of what treasury bills is now. With that, we say thank you once again. Ma, thank you so much for the impact and value. And this is a paid session. We're supposed to pay for this session, but you have gone out of your way to give it to us on the platter. We really appreciate the entire YSIPS community. We're saying thank you to you for your time and for the value that you have, dished out tonight. So thank you very much on behalf of the founder, Ivory. Unfortunately, due to some technical issues, she couldn't be here till this time, till the end. But she sent her heartfelt appreciation, to you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. And thank you everyone for connecting tonight. Please, she'll be dropping her social media accounts, okay, on the chat box. So pay attention so that you can connect more with her on a personal note, ask your questions, and try to draw more from her. There's a lot from where all this came out tonight, so you can still draw more. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ma. I'll just quickly run through our announcements while she drops the handles on the chat box. So, okay, she has dropped that already. Her Instagram account is on the chat box. So please reach out, Priscilla Adele. That's the Instagram handle. Thank you. So very quickly to the announcements, please follow us on our social media pages. On Facebook, we are known as YSIPS Foundation. On Instagram, at YSIPS Foundation. The application for the 2022 YSIPS Mentoring Academy application will be open soon. I saw someone saying that this summit should be turned into a volume. So that's the opportunity to meet more seasoned personalities like this and learn more, not just on finances, but many other topics ranging from personal development to leadership development. Join our WhatsApp community to get quick updates on upcoming events and our projects. The graduation of the 2021 mentees will be taking place on the 24th of November. I'm so excited because it's been a whole year of impacting teenagers and youths, on personal development, leadership development. They've gone through series of work. I'll just put it that way. So their graduation is coming up on the 24th of November. More information will be shared on our social media pages and email. We're looking for new volunteers to join our fast growing team. If you're interested in joining the team, you can send a WhatsApp message to our phone number, which I'll just quickly call out: 0810 7853 524. I'll just call it again: 0810 7853 524. You can reach out to us on WhatsApp to join our volunteer. Our volunteer. Then share your testimonials of your experience from this summit on social media. I mean, we had 3 days of power pack sessions. So share what you learned, share what you got, share your experience. A lot of us didn't give our feedback here, but I believe that we can go on social media and share them, just in case we're not able to do that now. Thank you very much. Thank you once again for showing up. Thank you once again for coming. I mean, we couldn't have gathered without you all, so thank you. Okay, there's also the Facebook accounts on the chat box. So we have the Instagram, we have the Facebook accounts. So you can connect to her personally through any of these means. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for staying through till the end with us. On this note, we have come to the end of the Girls Learn and Lead Virtual Summit 2021. It was amazing doing this with you all, and we look forward to seeing you in our future programs, future events, be it virtual or physically. Do well to follow us so that you can be up to date on all our programs. Thank you so much. Thank you, Madam Priscilla. Thank you, everybody. Have a lovely evening. Thank you. Bye.
Wait, before they go, have they started going? Guys, before you leave, let's have a screen grab. Open your videos and let's have a screen grab of everybody. Thank you in advance. I see them. Okay, let's have a screen grab of our participants tonight. Let me see. I want to see it in bucket.
A lot of people are not camera ready.
I know, right? Okay, we just have a few. The rest are shy. No, so thank you. All right. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Good night, guys.
Good night. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.
Bye.